Okay, good evening all. So, in your last classes we saw about your media access control, random access and your flow control, and in this video we are going to see about your control access. So, how this control access works. So, everything needs a control. Even while we are playing, while we are writing, or while we are using our mobile phones. So, everything needs a control and access. So because of that only we can schedule our plans according to it. So if for example we are doing a job which is a learning job. So only we are having 5 subjects to learn, but we are learning only one subject in a day for exams. So the same way, because we are not overburdening ourselves, we are freeing ourselves. The same technique is also used over here as reservation, polling and token passing. So in your reservation, what happens is it reserves your data. It reserves your data. For example, nowadays in WhatsApp we are having an option called while message we have to send. It will be asking, so at what time the message should be delivered to this person, on what date should the message should be delivered to your particular person when we are sending a message from one end to another end. So what happens over here? So I am reserving the message and I am keeping the message, and when I am sending, I am just selecting the duration and the time when it should be sent. So that is your reservation control access. First itself I am just giving control for what I should do. Or we can take another topic also, for how many hours we should use only this particular app. For example, we can use the parenting control in Gmail or in Amazon. So you are having applications of your parenting control where the children can use only these apps, the children can use only these websites, and it is controlled by a particular team. So that is your reservation control access. So next is your polling control access, where this polling part takes place. So in your WhatsApp, again once again I am coming back to your example of your WhatsApp. So in your WhatsApp, when you are attaching your documents, you will be seeing an option called polling options. That is your voting options. So in this voting options, we use many of us use only the data packets which is sent very fast. We are not using the data packets which is sending the messages from one end to another end to wait for a particular time or to give us a reply back. So nowadays we want the messages to be sent within a fraction of seconds, not even a fraction of seconds, it's a fraction of milliseconds. So by sending this the same way of this voting access path, what happens, it takes the polls, how much milliseconds the data is sent, and how much milliseconds we are receiving and how much we are sending from that. For example, you can take your data network where you are receiving this much of Mbps for your network usage. If it is a 4G phone, you will be having a network usage. Now we are using 5G, it's full of unlimited. So next is your token passing. After each message sent, a token ring will be sent back. A token ring is nothing but it is a kind of acknowledgement where the data can be acknowledged from your one end to another end by your token passing. So in your token passing, it waits for the acknowledgement and sends again. So next is your channelization. In this channelization, these are the main important channelizations where it transfers your message into frequency, times, or it transfers into your carrier detection multiple access. So the first one is your frequency detection multiple access. In this frequency detection multiple access, what happens is your data will be converted into a signal of frequencies where it can be sent very easily. For example, we can see the ECG rate of a heartbeat. So your heartbeat will be moving on like this. So like that way, the messages also have a frequency signals to be sent. It mostly uses in your Wi-Fi devices. So that is your first one. So other what happens is your guard prevents overlay. So when the frequencies sends your messages, this guard acts as the message oversent. So it checks whether only the message is sent only once and it is not repeated. It will not be repeated. So this overlay of guard, what happens is it detects the frequencies. So next is your time division multiple access. In this it segments into slots. As I told, the message will be waiting, or we can set the timer, or we can set the schedule for your transmits. That is your time division multiple access. So the messages can be sent as a slots. So next is your carrier division multiple access. It is a unique code. So by using this unique code, we can send your messages from one person to another person. For example, we can say the encrypted messages or decrypted messages. So in your next class, we will see the next topic. So thank you.